Hi guys, and welcome to day one of the 25 days of Christmas series, where we're bringing you a session a day that you can use with your foundation phase teams, whether under 7 all the way through to under 12. This first session is a ball mastery activity that forces players to use their coordination and cognitive skills. It's a situation that happens a lot in games where players are surrounded by 3 opponents and they've got no passing options available, so they have to try and find a bit of space to either move the ball on or move the ball forward. So the practice starts with one player in the middle of a square. He's surrounded by 3 opponents. Everybody's got a ball, and the player in the middle basically has to find a free line between 2 cones where they can escape. The players on the outside work together to try and block any escape routes, and you can even turn it into a little bit of a competition where players in the middle have the opportunity to stay in the middle if they're able to escape. So to progress the practice, you take the balls away from the players on the outside. Now, this is going to make it a lot more challenging for the player in the middle. The players on the outside have a lot less to think about. All they've got to worry about is seeing what the player in the middle is doing and then covering the lines. The player in the middle now has to start reacting like they would in a game. They've got 3 players surrounding them. Each of them might be pressing them. Each of them might be covering an opportunity for them to get away. So they've really got to twist and turn and also focus on noticing certain cues from the opponents, where their balance is, which way their weight is shifting, where there's an opportunity to try and exploit them. Can they set a trap themselves by going one way and then moving the other? So there's quite a lot going on here that the players have to think about, as well as maintaining good control of the ball. Again, if certain players are finding it a bit too difficult, you might want to switch players around of groups, but of course, you might also want to hit that social side. The players have got the opportunity to stay in their friendship groups if this is a beginning practice at the start of your session. The final progression of this practice is to allow one of the outside players to go in and try and steal the ball off the player who's trying to escape. From my point of view, if I've got my defenders in this position in a game, I want one of them trying to win the ball. So we want to add that bit of game realism to really force the player in the middle not only to think about how they're twisting, turning, looking for an opportunity to get out, but also how they might have to use their strength to hold off an opponent. Depending on the level of your players, you might want to say that 2 players can go into the middle and try and steal the ball, especially if it's a super talented player who needs that extra bit of challenge. And if you've only got groups of 3, then you can use a triangle instead of a square and still get the same outcomes. If you want to progress this into a small-sided game, then you might use this as a start point instead of a kickoff, and then as soon as the player escapes the square, the game begins. From a coaching point of view, there's in-possession opportunities and out-of-possession opportunities to talk to players. And give us a follow for day 2, a thumbs up if you like the video, or leave a comment in the comment section if you try this with your team.